I spent $13,590 on Whiteout Survival in 100 days. Today is my 100th day after the reset, and look at this. We've got some exciting news. We've got new heroes, and I've got some new account milestones to review because I'm going to take a close look at VIP 12 tonight because one of the subscribers and fans said, you know, it would be kind of cool for you to reach VIP 12 on your 100th day. And I don't know, I kind of like that idea. We have some Alliance mobilization going on. I don't have a lot other things to spend the gems on other than pet common wild marks, which would be a good investment and the smartest thing to do actually. But you know, I'm a content creator also, and sometimes I have to do things that are kind of like account milestones and good for content. So I'm going to take a close look at that tonight, and let's see what we come up with. But before we get into that, check this out. We've got the new heroes. So it says tap on them to see more details. We've got Greg, and I've heard Greg is kind of okay. Well, Greg is good, better than Alonso from what I've understand, but very short shelf life essentially. Then we've got Mia, which as far as I understand, Mia is good for a very, very long time. People say that she's been good all the way up to Gen 10. So Mia is definitely going to be a focus of mine for sure. Going to look at maxing out Mia as quickly as I can. And then we've got Logan, and I think Logan is where we get some new like level of controversy, kind of like we did with Zinman. As I understand, Logan can be very effective as a tank. You know, it could be a good combo with Geronimo to like use Geronimo for attack and Logan for a tank. I do have a fully maxed out Geronimo though, so like from what I understand, already in Gen 4, Logan will be replaced by another infantry hero that's even better. So again, one of these very limited shelf life things. Now, playing as a whale, oftentimes we want to max out as much as we can to have that competitive edge as soon as and often as possible. I'm going to have to take a close look at this and try to see what makes most sense for me. I'm really just going to focus for the most part on Logan a little bit. Of course, I'll unlock them and I'll start the progression, but I'm curious to know, give me your comments. What do you think as playing as a whale is, there's only 2 of us in this state that are like the big whales. And I feel like a little bit of a responsibility to try to help out as much as possible as well. We will have, of course, another state versus state battle coming up. We have Canyon Clash coming up. We have Foundry coming up. There's going to be reasons why having a bunch of maxed out heroes would be good, even if it's only for another 90 days. And then I have to ask myself, do I want to have a lackluster competitive edge for 90 days? Like, I don't know, but then how much is it going to cost? So I'm going to have to see what it costs to max these out. And maybe I'll just do something like, you know, push them as far as possible without maxing out the widgets or something like that. Mia is the big hero of this season though. So that's where we're at with Gen 3 heroes. Before I get into spending or anything, let me just talk about this VIP for a second. Look at this. I am, if I did my math correctly, I am 219,700. I don't know how I got 400,000 before, but I'm 219,700 points away from VIP 12. And even though that's going to be a little bit inefficient to spend the gems on VIP, I might just go ahead and do that because that's just a few, you know, Alliance mobilization. Well, it's not a few because I was going to say it's a few Alliance mobilization tasks away from VIP 12, but I kind of like this idea that this subscriber came up with that like, hey, it would be a cool account milestone on day 100 to have VIP 12. That's I like that idea. There's something nice about it. Day 100. Let's get into the spending first, then we'll get into some of the events like the Alliance mobilization, and let's see if we can plot a course to that VIP 12. That's mainly my goal right now.
The explorers found a lost citadel in the canyon. We think it's connected with the ruins beneath the Sunfire Castle.
So this is going to be the Canyon Clash event, which I do need to, I did watch some videos on.
Here. Perhaps there's something here that can save the world.
So I did do a little bit of reading on this. I'm not going to focus on Canyon Clash tonight. I assume that this, well, let's see.
With us in the mix, there are 3 factions eyeing the citadel. We must secure it first to gain the upper hand.
Occupying the citadel and its surrounding control points longer than the others is crucial. I'm prepared whenever you are.
Okay. So we'll have to see how we're going to play this as an alliance. I assume that's going to be scheduled like other things do. What are these notifications? Oh, I just I just notified everybody to vote. So we'll see when the time is. I'll do a little bit more research, talk to everybody and see. All right, so now we got Alliance Mobilization. So definitely I'm going to grab some more of these booster packs so that I can pick my poison. I'm just going to focus on the spending right now. I'll grab my free mission as well. Going to focus on the spending right now, but oh, look at this. We've got I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab that right now. So let's take care of that one quick. So we're going to use 20,000, 20,000, and all right. While I'm in here, take care of that. So that one I didn't have to, pay for with special tokens. So that was kind of nice to be able to pick that one up. Since I'm doing this run, I might as well grab as many of these ones that I can and just clear them out quick. Because even though they're small, some of them are smaller ones, they do tend to give you decent hits. And, I got to get through 10 attempts anyways, and I got some more that I can do. So grab this one too. And that one was a 10,000, so grab it like this. And clear that one out. This one's a little small, so I think I'll wait on that one. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any big purchases tonight, or else the top off award is usually tempting as well. But let's see if there's any opportunities to spend tonight that are going to be bigger purchases. We got the mix and match. We got another custom pet chest at reset. Oh, we got the Season 3 gear. This one's going to probably be worth it because I have no Season 3 gear since these just came out. Playing as a whale and having that competitive edge is important. So I'm going to have to take a look at this one. I do have 6 days on this one, but we also have Alliance Mobilization going on right now. So I'm going to have to take a look at that one. Maybe tonight is not the night for that because we do have another agenda tonight with VIP, but definitely I should take a look at that. That's in the standard area. We already looked at events. We have, armament coming up, King of Icefield wrapped up. So and we got Alliance Championship I'll have to register for. Mercenary Prestige is pretty much wrapped up. Armament competition. I don't really think I care about this. I don't want to waste too much just trying to get some island shards when we have I want to make sure that we're doing well for state versus state. All right. So now let's see. Of course, assign and earn. This is an easy one. I'll grab that one. I think that's got more and more value. This I'll wait until... Oh, this reset, so we get more sign-in awards. I'll wait until this is at 5 again, and man, I hope my luck on that isn't as bad as it used to be. All right, so now we get into this one. This is a $20, so we're at that's 10,000 top up. This one is going to be 5,000, so that's 15,000, and this I'm not going to do anything with. We got Tundra Trading Station as well. So I've got at least 15,000. And I've got those, I've got some other things. You know what? I am going to go ahead and, especially since it's just sitting here and I don't have to use anything special for it. I know this is a bunch of purchase, this is a bunch of spend, but I'm going to clear this one out right now as well. Because I think almost 2 days I spent almost nothing. And there's some things going on that are new account milestones tonight. So let's first take care of the deals section. We've got the weekly benefits cards were upgraded. I'm going to have to take a look at that separately. Hold on. one thing at a time here. So first things first, I'm going to do this Journey of Treasures. So I know this gets even better and better in value as time goes on, but given where we are in the state right now, this is a pretty good, value. So easy win there, easy decision there, I should say. Let me clear out Lantern of Blessings while I'm in here. At least do the 3 for today, and then I'll finish grinding the rest. Yeah. Just mediocre results. And essentially this is all cleared out, so all I'm focusing on doing now is getting as many of these training speed ups as I can. All right, now Hero Rally. I'm going to do this as well, but now we have a decision. Do I get the Greg shards? This is Maxwell. Do I get the Greg shards or do I get the generic shards? Now, normally I would get the generic shards, but because, I guess for now, it doesn't harm to get, there's no harm in getting the Greg shards because I'm going to need some. I mean, even if I don't choose to max them out, I'm still playing as a whale. I need to make sure that I'm, getting shards for the key heroes. And, he may not be a key hero, but he's still a hero that'll come in handy for sure. So that's that. That's the Hero Rally. Now, I think we already covered Hall of Heroes, Tundra Trading Station. I'm going to have to come back around to this when I've only got a day, but I got to come back around to this and think about this. It's not a lot of thinking to do, like, trade in all the Gina shards, for example, obviously, because I don't need Gina shards anymore. And then I just got to go through the rest and see, just make sure I'm not giving up any shards that I need. So let's just take a look at that separately. Coming back to the Alliance Mobilization, let's see, we've got 15,000 spent. So I need to spend another 35. And I think, for sure I'm going to get the daily deals. All right. Oh, and I didn't change the hero. I didn't change the hero. All right, well, I should, now that I'm going to unlock Greg in other ways, so make sure that I change this back to the generic mythic shards, because once he's unlocked, I won't need anything else than the generic shards. So that's that. Let's see how much better any of these got. Like the Pet Weekly card, I got marginally better, I guess. It's getting better. It's getting better. I don't know if it's to the point where I really need to spend on it right now, but I did learn last time with SVS Prep, like I was way down on pet food, so I think I am gonna grab this as well at some point, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it right now. Let's see what else we got going on here. So I definitely want to grab some of these. And I don't know how many, yeah, so all right, so I've got about 15,000 left to do. And, the mix and match is actually a pretty good deal for, well, look at this. We got fire crystals, so let's do the math on the fire crystals here. So at this rate, it's, get the handy dandy calculator out, 36 divided by 5, that's 7 fire crystals per dollar. That's not the best value. Usually we can get them like between 8 and 10 for the better deals, but that's also not the worst value. So I'm going to grab this for sure just for VIP efficiency alone. The custom pet chest, I'm going to do the same as I did last time. Actually, I ended up needing a lot more pet advanced materials than I thought. So I'm going to grab just all advancement materials right now for the $5. All right, now I've got 10,000 more to go. This is with 25. I don't want to necessarily do that. So 10,000 more to go. I think I'll just do the top 2 of these. Did we come back here though? Let's see. We had the weekly benefits card. So these 5 and so that's yeah, 2,500 and 5,000 here. So, but then I'll be an odd number off. So let's come back to the mix and match, because I think I needed 10,000. Was that right? I'm losing track now. Yeah, I need 10,000 more. So I need 10,000 more. So the easiest way for me to do that is just to grab another custom pet chest and mix and match, I think. I'm going to sit on this one. I got 2 more days to make a decision on that. Same with this. I have some more time, but I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sit on the fire crystals, because that is not the best value, but these I know I will need. So I'm going to grab this for 5,000 top up points. And then I'll grab the weekly benefits card here. And last time my assessment was that the gear, the hero gear was the best. I mean, this chief gear, this chief gear is getting increasingly better deal as well. And I know that that's going to be a grind. So this week, let me take this. Take the chief gear this week. And there. So that is a bit of spending. And I need some of the spending for VIP anyways. So come to clear this out. All right, so that's a little bit of spending. Oh, not a little bit. That's a bunch of spending. That's a bunch of spending and a bunch of gem use. So now let's see if I grab this. I'm going to grab this, but before I do that, I just want to make sure that all my spending is done. So we went into the deal section. We did the weekly benefits. I am actually probably going to grab this as well, but I'll wait. I'll do it as another Alliance mobilization task. Maybe if I can grab a smaller one after I do this other work. Actually, let me clear that out now. So we'll grab this. Ooh, look at that. All right. 2020. Look at that. We're getting close. All right. So that clears out that Alliance mobilization task. Where is it? Here. And I think, is there a smaller top up? That's 2,500. Well, that's enough for the... I'll accept that mission. And then... that's enough for the weekly benefits card. That's the 2,500. So... here, the chief gear again. I mean, the charms is what I like to go for, but the chief gear is actually a really good deal. Again. And man, I know it's going to become a factor at some point. I'm really tempted to go for the hero gear, but I do think still the chief gear is probably the... I've been lax on the chief gear because, you know, to me, it's like, it is a form of permanent power, but it's not the best form of permanent power. Chief gear is important, but, you know, pets and charms are kind of more important. So I've been kind of neglecting the chief gear a little bit, but I think now I'm getting to the point where I've been neglecting it too much. So let's start spending a little bit on that and make sure that I don't get too far off track with that. All right, so that's, I think, now all the spending I'm doing tonight. So yeah, that's all the spending I'm doing tonight. So now we can come back into VIP, clear that out, and grab another Alliance mobilization task. for the 50,000 gems. All right. All right, almost there. Getting close. And you know what I'm going to do? Because it's getting so close. I'm going to round this off. I know I should be doing this under an alliance mobilization, but I think it's going to be fine. So there we go. Now we're rounded off. Now we're exactly like 200,000 gems. So 100,000 away from VIP 12, which is 200,000 gems. So we'll clear that out and grab another one of these. Another 50,000 gems. There we go. All right. Grab another one of these. And I think that's all I'm going to be able to do under Alliance Mobilization unless I get lucky with another event or another, you know, refresh. So close. Clear that. Now I have a little bit of a dilemma because as you can see, I have no more gem missions for Alliance Mobilization. And I do have some that are going to reset in about 8, 9, up to 12 minutes here. So let's see what happens with some of those. I'll do a little bit of an account review. I'll cut and come back, but ultimately, this is too close. I'm getting a VIP 12 tonight. It's just a matter of, is a little bit of that going to be inefficient because, you know, I wasn't able to double dip and get some Alliance Mobilization points for it. So let's do a little bit of an account review and then we'll come back and see if we got any gems there. All right, first things first is King of Icefield. I guess I did rank 65 on personal overall rank. I don't really care about it because I wasn't trying to do much with it. It's just a little bit of extra rewards on the side. Then we've got the, the cross state. So I was 489. This is just a testament to the fact that I was trying to do what's best for the state and not for me personally. I wasn't trying to push power. I'm saving as much as I can for state versus state prep. So then we got the Canyon Clash reminder. And let's see, we ranked 5 on overall for the state. Okay, I'll take that as well. Arena of Glory. Okay, so this is a hard fought 4th place, all right? These players are like, I'm at like 14.1 million. These players have like 28 million, 18 million, 17.9 million. I am way outclassed by some of these other whales. And like, for some reason, I really don't get it. Some of them should have been hitting each other because like the top player could have easily, you know, smacked one of the other players around and got more points. Like this King Daddy Slap ended up 2nd place. If instead of messing with me, he took like one of these other players, then he could have been, or he or she could have been number 1 instead. I don't know. I mean, I know it's just like a random thing at the last minute when you're trying to snipe and stuff, and it's the last day of the arena for the week, for the season. But I think some of them didn't play that well because I'm a low player here, and they got like peanuts. They got like 3 or 4 points for hitting me when they could have got like 6, 7, 8, maybe even 10 points for hitting some of these other players. But whatever the case, they took it out on me and I ended up in 4th place. It's fine. You know, they deserve it. They've got the power. I don't. I'm just glad to be sitting in 4th place. So those are my 4th place Arena of Glory rewards. These are the standard public opinion awards. And that's the mobilization booster that I just bought and some of the other things. So let me just clear that out. Clear this out. And we've got our reminders for Foundry and Canyon Clash. Wait, did I accidentally start the Canyon Clash? As one of the R4s in the Alliance, I hope I didn't accidentally kick off Canyon Clash. What is this? This is the voting. Good. I hope that's all it is. Oh, all right. I'm relieved. You know, the wording on this game sometimes is really leaves much to be desired, but I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see what works for my schedule. This is something like Foundry. I've got a difficult schedule on a Sunday, so we'll see how that works out. All right, since we have a minute, I'm gonna take a look at my mythic heroes just because we do have a new one that unlocked. So we've got Greg over here. So recruit Greg.
Law is the shield of justice.
There we go. And then we also have I just wanted to verify, if we look, I've got all of them except for Greg, obviously he just unlocked. I've got all of them maxed out. So I want to go to Tundra Trading Station. Oh, I forgot about these little pop-ups. Well, I wonder if this is a progressive one. Let's find out. Nope, just one. Easy money spent. So grab that VIP. So close, so close. All right, so let's go and check out the Tundra Trading Station, because essentially, since I have all of these maxed out, I have Molly maxed out, so, you know, all the Molly ones get redeemed. I've got Zinman maxed out, so all of his get redeemed. I've got Flint maxed out, so all of his get redeemed. And I've got Philly maxed out, so all of those get redeemed. So there we go. Now. Oh, not all of them get redeemed. I can only do so many per Tundra Trading Station. So I've got a bank of Philly shards and Flint shards that I'm going to be constantly redeeming, apparently, as time goes on. Which we can only do this, I believe it's once a month that this event comes out. Now let's check these other, I think Bahidi, I think I do have Bahidi maxed out as well. So let me just double check that. I didn't, yeah, I do have Bahidi maxed out as well. So I can trade in all of the Bahidi shards as well. And then we get into, like, I haven't been doing anything with the exploration manuals for the, you know, the epic and what's the other one? The rare. Like, I've been basically just trading these in because I don't have anything to do with them. Like, those guys aren't going to be any use to me for exploration at all. So I don't see the point in saving this at all. Now, the expedition is another story, but the exploration manuals for rare and epic, I don't see the point in keeping any of them. So, and again, I think I didn't realize this last time, but I think, did I max them out? Oh, maybe not. Okay. So, and this is the epic exploration manual, and I can redeem up to 500. So, exploration. All right. And the rest I will keep because I am still trying to progress the rest of those heroes. So now the question becomes, what am I going to spend these 90,000 tickets on? What are they called? Trade vouchers? What am I going to spend these 90,000 trade vouchers on? Usually the answer is, if Mithril is in the shop, Mithril is the right answer. I don't know if that's the right answer this time. So I'm going to pause on this one, and I'm going to ask you, you know, this is actually, you know, we got the Gen 3 widgets in here too now. So I'm going to pause and ask you your opinion, especially if you're a whale and you get me because you're doing whale spending. You know, I need your advice. If you've made mistakes before, if you know what the right answer is, or you have regrets, I want to know about them. So drop me a comment and tell me what you think the right move is here in the Tundra Trading Shop. I'm tempted to just go Mithril because all this other stuff, well, I mean, charm designs are hard to get elsewhere as well. So probably the things that are hardest to get are, you know, the charm designs, the wild marks, the advanced wild marks, and the Mithril. And the Mithril is probably the best value, actually, because I can buy these and get these in other ways, right? So I'm thinking Mithril is probably still the right answer here, but I want to hear it from you. So drop me a comment and tell me what you think. Let's go check the Alliance Mobilization now. That should have been reset by now. Let's see. Well, we did get a couple of them reset. Oh, we got one that's still going to pop in 30 seconds. Unfortunately, no gems. So that's it. Let's just go get VIP 12 because that's the account milestone for tonight. So let's round this off to an even number first. There we go. And now, here we go. There we go. VIP 12 at day 100.
Chief, congratulations on becoming the highest level of VIP. Come and check out what more awaits.
Prestige benefits. Let me claim that. All right. Collect pieces and complete puzzles to win prestige skins exclusive VIP 12. All right, and then Prestige Shop is where you get the coveted Blazing Meteor puzzle to fill out and the Frost Sphere to fill out. These get quite expensive as I understand it. So there are 2 Prestige puzzles, Frost Sphere and Blazing Meteor. Complete the puzzles to earn Prestige skins. You need the matching puzzle piece. Prestige badge is the prize of a Prestige spinner. The items in the Prestige Shop refresh at 0 100 UTC every Monday. Avatar frames and nameplates can only be purchased once. They'll be removed at the next refresh. And these, yeah, it's permanent. Permanent frame of the troops defense. Oh, that's okay. And you need, and the only way you get these is through the wheel. So I landed on something that did not include a puzzle piece, but essentially you need to get either, well, this for the Blazing Meteor and this for the globe. And do they tell you what the odds are here? Yep, they sure do. So you have a 1% chance of getting the Frost Sphere, the globe, 1.33. You get almost a 10% chance of getting the meteor puzzle each spin. And the one I got was a 17% chance. So that's how that works. And it costs VIP, basically. So it costs VIP to, I'm just going to do, just as a content creator, doing this one time, just so we can see it again. Let's see what happens. And I got the 50. My luck, I'm going to stop while I'm behind because my luck tonight hasn't been that great. But that's how this works. And then you can use the Prestige points to shop in the Prestige shop. So if anybody hasn't seen the Prestige shop before, there you go. So I'll claim the VIP 12 daily. I already claimed the VIP 11 daily. So there we go. Prestige benefits unlocked. VIP 12 bonuses and benefits unlocked. I don't need this VIP 12 special pack because I've already got Geronimo maxed. I don't think that's worth the $100 spend for these speed ups and Geronimo shards that I would just have to trade in anyways. So I think I'm good to go on that. I guess one more account milestone. Somebody just said we have a new Polar Terror unlocked. So let's check that out quick. Ah, we got a level 7, the Chameleon. Wow, that is quite the power. So I'll give them my full march, which won't be a problem once everybody joins. Oh, we got a bunch of people running rallies. Wow, that's too many rallies. There we go. We got a bunch of people to join my rally. And let's see if we're able to kill one of the chameleons. We should be able to. We got, between me and some of these other folks, shouldn't be a problem. Even if this isn't a maxed out rally. While we're waiting for that, I think somebody said we also have a new pet, maybe? Let's find out. Oh, look at that. Got a new pet. The giant elk. Here we go. Let's feed this guy. All right, he's all fed. Then we'll have to ride him, but I want to see the result of this rally first. Should be plenty enough to kill him. I'll take a look at the report after. Nice. Not that many injured either. And we didn't even have a full rally. All right. These guys have level 10, huh? All right. Well, now that we know we can take them, we only need a couple people to join. We'll kill a couple more of those. But let's get back to the pets quick. Let's see if I can tame this. Too many, too many. They get more difficult to tame, huh? Alright, not too bad. Whoops. All right. Another pet unlocked. And is there another one? Let's see. Oh, the snow leopard. Yes. I'm going to do this only because we're going to save most for SVS prep, but I want to be able to have the other pet unlocked. And since I spend, I don't feel guilty about that. All right, now we get the snow leopard also. And unlike last time, I'm definitely buying this time. Because that does help. It's not a bad value. Let's take care of feeding this guy. Alright, and now let's see how difficult the taming is on this guy. Alright, not too bad. Should be ready. Should be good for one more. Alright. Unlock the snow leopard. And now I think I'll let this sit and use the rest for SVS prep. It is awfully tempting press them further, but because they do give nice stats. But 2 more pets unlocked. Let's send these guys off on their way. And we're good to go. All right. And I'm definitely buying that again. Clear these out. All right, that's a lot of account milestones for one day. We got Gen 3 heroes, we got VIP 12, we got new pets, and a new Polar Terror. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you do like following my journey, remember, my goal here is to document my journey. If you're like I'm a player trying to play as an efficient whale, you get to see my spending, you get to see my account growth, you get to see what the game looks like as it progresses day by day, because I'm trying to record every single day as much as I can. So if you like this content and you want to continue to see this journey, make sure you give me a like, make sure you subscribe, and turn on notifications so that way if I go live or post new content, you'll know about it right away. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later.